Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss Cambridge O-Level Chemistry October-November 2023 paper 12 question 1 to 20. Please subscribe, like and share my channel. Let's move. Number 1. A solid substance is placed in a flux. The flux is gently heated and the temperature of the substance is recorded at regular time intervals. Regular time intervals means after a certain time, say after 5 minutes or after 2 minutes. The diagram shows a graph of temperature against time for the experiment, at which point does the flux contain both a solid and liquid. And this is time, this is temperature, this ongoing time temperature is increasing. So here solid takes heat. This point it start to melt. So this is the melting happen. So this point B contains solid also liquid. Answer is the B, because solid takes heat, at this point they start to melt. So here solid present, also liquid present. Number 2, a crystal of sodium chloride is dropped into a beaker of water and the crystals dissolves. There are 4 stages in this process. The water molecules collide with the ions in the crystal lattice. No, this is not true. 2. The ionic bonds in the crystals break. Number 3. The ions move randomly in all directions, yes, until they have evenly spread throughout the solution. 3 is the correct answer. At which stage is diffusion occurring? So as diffusion, the ions move randomly in all directions until they have evenly spread throughout the solution. This is diffusion process. So C is the correct answer. But D is wrong. Why? The ions continue to move randomly in all direction but remain evenly spread throughout the solution. The ions continue to move randomly, not continue, move randomly in all direction until up to when time they are evenly spread throughout the solution. So 3 is the mostly correct answer about diffusion occurring. Now number 3. Y is ethene, alkene, X is air, Y is iodine and Z is a brass. Brass is an alloy. Which row is correct? Element Y, iodine is I2. So this is group 7 element. Compound W, ethene, C2H4, this is the ethene. 2 types of element but they are chemically combined, that's why W, ethene is a compound. And mixture X is air, air is a mixture because air contains carbon dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen, so it is a mixer. And brass, Z is a brass, this also mixer because brass contains copper metal and zinc metal. It is a mixer of metal. Next, number 4. Which statement about the isotopes of bromine is correct? Which statement about the isotopes of bromine is correct? Number C. They are the atoms with the same number of protons and the same chemical properties. Yes, you know, isotopes has same number of proton, same number of protons, so same number of electron. That's why their chemical properties also same. C is the correct answer. But why is wrong? They are atoms with the same number of electrons but different number of protons. No, this is wrong. B. They are atoms with the same number of neutrons. No, neutrons number different. Why D is wrong? They are atoms with the same number of protons and the same physical properties. No, physical properties different. So C is the correct answer. Now 5. Number 5. Which diagram shows a section of ionic lattice of sodium chloride? And you know, sodium ion, chloride ion, this is the ionic compound. So A is the correct answer because sodium ion plus chloride ion minus, and sodium ion is surrounded by chloride ion. So B is wrong. Why? Because here all are sodium ion. In sodium chloride, sodium ion is surrounded by chloride ion and chloride ion is surrounded by sodium ion. But here all sodium ion, here all chloride ion, so this is wrong. Then why this is wrong? Chloride ion is plus, this is wrong. This also chloride ion is plus, sodium is minus, so answer is the A. Next, number 6. When dilute hydrochloric acid is added to aqueous lead to nitrate, you know, lead to nitrate is soluble aqueous. A white precipitate is lead to chloride. White precipitate means lead to chloride is solid is form. Precipitate means solid form. What is the ionic equation for this reaction? So this is the answer. C. Lead ion aqueous plus 2 chloride ion aqueous, lead to chloride solid. So this is the main ionic equation for the formation of lead to chloride. When lead to nitrate reacts with when lead to nitrate reacts with hydrochloric acid. So how this equation form? You see, lead nitrate hydrochloric acid to produce lead chloride and nitric acid aqueous. So you know, lead nitrate contains lead 2 ion aqueous, lead is 2 plus, here lead 2, that means lead valency is 2, oxidation number is 2, so Pb2 plus aqueous. Then nitrate, NO3 minus is aqueous, but here 2 nitrate ion present, and you know, lead nitrate contains 1 lead ion, 2 nitrate ion, plus hydrochloric acid contains 2 hydrogen ion aqueous plus 2 chloride ion aqueous. So I break down into ions, but lead to chloride is solid, it remains same. Solid, liquid, gas, no need to ion form, so they remain as same. After that, nitric acid, here 2 hydrogen ion aqueous plus 2 nitrate ion. Then you see spectator ion, common ion on both sides, here 2 nitrate ion cancel, 2 hydrogen ion, 2 hydrogen ion. So remaining one is lead ion, lead 2 plus aqueous plus 2 Cl minus aqueous to produce lead 2 chloride solid. This is the Ionic equation when hydrochloric acid reacts with aqueous lead to nitrate, lead to chloride solid precipitate is formed. Next, number 7. Which row shows a pair of molecules where the MR means relative molecular mass of compound X is exactly half of that compound Y. That means which pairs have X has the molar mass half of Y. So if you calculate, you can see this is the correct answer. How? Carbon dioxide, relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44. So this is the X, and relative molecular mass of ethyl ethanoate 88. So if you count relative molecular mass, you get 88, and this is Y. So 88 divided by 2, this means X is the half of Y. Carbon dioxide relative molecular mass is exactly half of ethyl ethanoate. So this is the correct answer. Next, number 8. One volume of a gaseous element X2 means chlorine, bromine, iodine, combines with an equal volume of gaseous hydrogen, that means one volume 1, to produce 2 volumes of gaseous hydrate. So you see, 1 volume 1 mole, 1 volume of X2 means chlorine, bromine, iodine reacts with equal means 1 volume of hydrogen to produce 2 volumes of gaseous hydrate. Hydrogen chloride is a gaseous hydrate. So what is the formula of hydrate X? So this is, if chlorine is X, so this is the formula of A is X. B is the correct answer. Then number 9. Which reaction would produce the greatest volume of carbon dioxide at room temperature and pressure? Their relative molecular mass is given. So A is the burning of 1 gram of carbon in excess oxygen. So if you find out mole of carbon, 1 by 12, this is the mole, 0.083. Then 10 gram of calcium carbonate, you find out moles of calcium carbonate mass divided by molecular mass. You will get 0.25 mole. Then 10 gram of sodium carbonate, moles of sodium carbonate 10 divided by 106 is the molar mass of sodium carbonate. So you get 0.09. If you find out moles of sulfuric acid, because copper to carbonate is excess, so no need to find out mole. Sulfuric acid concentration is given, volume is given. So moles of sulfuric acid concentration into volume, 1 times 50 by 1000, 0.05 mole. So from this 4 you see moles of calcium carbonate will be more. As calcium carbonate mole is greatest, so carbon dioxide mole will be the greatest number and volume will be the greatest. As mole number is given, so volumical number of mole into molar volume, so volume will be the greatest. That's why answer will be B, because calcium carbonate mole is the greatest value, so carbon dioxide mole will be the same mole, greatest value, volume will be more. B is the correct answer. Next, number 10, chrome alum is common name of a salt which has the formula this chromium K sulfate. What is the percentage by mass of chromium in chrome alum? So at first you find out relative molecular mass of chrome alum. Chromium 52, potassium 39, sulfur 2, sulfur 32 times 2, oxygen 8, oxygen 16 times 8. You will get total relative molecular mass of chrome alum 283. Now percentage by mass of chromium in total 283. Chromium contains 52, so percentage means 100 how much. You got 18.347 means 18.4%. So B is the correct answer, 18.4. Next, now 11 number question. The equation shows the production of iron by the reduction of iron 3 oxide. Here iron 3 oxide is reduced to iron. So you are asking 80 tons of iron 3 oxide. Iron 3 oxide mass is given 80 tons. 80 tons of iron 3 oxide produces 50 tons of iron. Actual mass is given, so we need to calculate mass. First of all, you see relative molecular mass of iron 3 oxide, iron 2 iron atom 56 times 2 plus 3 oxygen atom 16 times 3, you get 160. So N, number of moles of iron 3 oxide, mass divided by molecular mass 160, you get 0.5 mole. Then this 1:2, so moles of iron will be 2 times greater than iron 3 oxide. So N, mole of iron 0.5 times to 1. Now calculated mass of iron will be number of mole times molar mass 56. Percentage yield, actual mass is given here 50 tons, calculated mass 56 times 100, so 89%. Answer is the D. Answer is D, 89%. First you will calculate relative molecular mass of iron 3 oxide, then you find out moles of iron 3 oxide mass divided by molecular mass. After that you find out moles of iron, this is 1, this is 2 mole, double. So moles of iron, number of moles times 2, 1 mole. Now mass of iron, number of mole into MR of iron 56. Percentage yield 50 divided by 56 times 100, 89%. Next, aqueous copper 2 sulfate is electrolyzed using copper electrodes, which row correctly describe what happens. And you know, mass of the anode, as anode oxidized to copper ion, so mass decreases, and at cathode copper ion is deposited to form copper, so mass will be increased. Color of the electrolyte remains blue, remains same, because at anode copper ion is produced, at cathode copper ion is reduced, so total copper ion concentration remains same. That's why color of the electrolyte remains same, remain blue. Number 13, hydrogen reacts with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. This hydrogen reacts with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride, and the enthalpy change del H for this reaction can be calculated using bond enthalpies, bond energies. So this is the bond energy, this is the bond, and this is bond energy is given. So what is the value of del H for this reaction? You know, del H, bond broken energy minus bond form energy, means reactants bonds are break, products bonds are formed. So here hydrogen 1, so 1 hydrogen plus chlorine is Cl bond, product is 2 HCl. So you see now hydrogen 1 436 plus chlorine bond 242 minus product minus 2 times HCl, 2 hydrogen chlorine bond 431. So if you subtract, if you calculate, you get negative 184 kilojoule per mole. So answer will be B, negative minus 184 kilojoule per mole. Next, nitrogen and oxygen react together as shown. Nitrogen, 1 mole nitrogen reacts with 2 mole oxygen to produce nitrogen dioxide. So the enthalpy change for this reaction is shown by plus 66 kilojoule. If 2 moles of nitrogen and 2 moles of oxygen, are used, what will be the enthalpy change? It will be same value, plus 66, because if you take 2 mole nitrogen, oxygen needed 4 mole, but oxygen reacts 2 mole. So if you takes 2 mole of N2, only 1 mole nitrogen will be react, because there is no 4 mole of oxygen, only 2 moles of oxygen have. So enthalpy change will be plus 66, because here 2 mole oxygen and second time also 2 mole of oxygen is react. That's why this plus 66 kilojoule, same answer, plus 66 kilojoule. Next, 15. Physical change and chemical change can occur in substances whose process describe a chemical change. And you know, covalent bonds in methane molecules are broken. Yes, when methane reacts with chlorine, chloromethane plus hydrogen chloride is formed. So this is the chemical reaction. When reactant bonds break, this is chemical reaction. Answer is the A, but why not B? Intermolecular attraction between water molecules are broken. No, this is physical change. Ionic bonds in sodium chloride lattice are broken. No, just dissolving. This is physical change. The manufacture of brass from copper and zinc, no reaction happen, no chemical reaction happen. This is physical change. Then 16. Two methods used to student to measure the rate of reaction are the disappearing cross. Cross will be disappear. You cannot see cross if you see through the solution method, and loss of mass method. Loss of mass method means if product any carbon dioxide produce, carbon dioxide will escape and mass will be decreases. So here number 1, for the disappearing cross method, the student measures the time taken for the reaction mixture go to cloudy. When cloudy, or white precipitate is formed, you cannot see cross writing, cross sign you cannot see. So you can measure that time, how much time take to disappearing this cross sign. Second one, for the loss of mass method, the student measures the loss of mass over a known time intervals. The rates of two reactions are investigated. You see, number 1, reaction 1, warm aqueous silver nitrate is added to chlorobutane dissolved in ethanol. Two products are formed. One is an organic compound which is soluble in ethanol, and the other is silver chloride which is insoluble in ethanol. As silver chloride is produced solid, so cross sign will be disappear. And reaction 2, pieces of solid calcium carbonate are added to dilute hydrochloric acid. You know, calcium carbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water produce, carbon dioxide will escape, and so mass will be decreases. Which method should be used for every reaction? You see, number 1, disappearing cross method applicable, because as solid silver chloride is solid is formed, so cross sign will disappear, and this method is applicable for this reaction. Number 2, loss of mass, as carbon dioxide will escape, so loss of mass gradually decreases. So loss of mass method is applicable for this reaction. Next, (17) hydrogen is used as reactant in both Haber process and in its addition to alkene. Hydrogen is used. Which row is correct? Catalyst in the Haber process, you know, catalyst is the iron. Production of addition of hydrogen to alkene, and you know, alkene reacts with hydrogen to produce alkane. So A is the right answer. B, iron correct, but not alcohol, wrong. This not nickel catalyst, this is alkane is correct, not nickel, alcohol not correct. So only answer is A is the correct. Then 18, chlorine reacts with iron 2 ions. Which statement about this reaction is correct? Which statement about this reaction is correct? You see, iron 2 ion is, chlorine is reduced, iron 2 ion is oxidized. So iron 3 ions are formed by oxidation, because iron 2 ion lose electron, so iron 3 ion is produced by oxidation method. D is the correct answer. So why not A? Chlorine is oxidized. No, chlorine is reduced. Here oxidation number 0 element, here -1. If oxidation number decreases, this is reduction, reduce. Chloride ions are formed by the loss of electron. No, chloride ion is formed by the gain of electron. When chlorine gain electron, then negative ion is formed. And C, iron 2 ions have gain electron. No, iron 2 ion lose electron. Here oxidation number +2, here iron 3 oxidation number +3. So as oxidation number increases, this process is oxidation, so iron 2 ion lose electron. That's why D is the correct answer. Iron 3 ions are formed by the oxidation. 19, which statement is correct? B is the correct answer. Adding a base to an acid solution will increase the pH of the solution. Yes, if you add base to acid has low pH. If you add base means alkali, pH will be increases. So B is the correct answer. Now why A is wrong? A base will react with ammonium salt to produce a gas that turns damp blue litmus paper red. No, that turns damp red litmus paper to blue. As ammonia gas produce, ammonia turns damp red litmus paper to, not blue litmus paper to red. C. Aqueous sodium hydroxide is an alkali but not a base also, so this is wrong. D. In a neutralization reaction, a base donates a proton. No, base accept a proton, acid donates a proton, so B is the correct answer. Adding a base to an acid solution will increase the pH of the solution. Now number 20, in information about 3 oxide Q, R and T is given. Q reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to form salt and water. That means Q is a basic. Base reacts with acid to form salt and water. R reacts with both acid and bases to form a salt and water. As R reacts with both acid and base, that means this is amphoteric. So R is the amphoteric oxide because R reacts with both acid and bases. T reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide is a alkali. As T reacts with alkali, that means T oxide is acidic oxide. So answer is the D. This Q R T match with D, so D is the correct answer. Thank you, dear students.